Hello guys, I am the AFROGIRL and welcome back to another episode of your favorite fashion show, Ready, Steady, Slay. Today I'm very excited because of the guest we are having. I have a very special guest for you guys. He is the owner of the 24/7 Zara boutique. I know you probably know who I'm talking about already, but I'm just going to relax and let him introduce himself.
My name is Dom Papa Richie, a.k.a. Osebo, the trendsetter, Zara man, one, no size. There's no any other Dom Papa Richie in GH apart from Osebo one. Me and I'm Tiasano. When it comes to good shoes, good outfits, just walk into 247 Zara boutique at North Kanishi, opposite the former Barclays Bank.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I told you I had a special guest for you. I told you. All right, so let's just get started. Has fashion always been that thing for you, or did you discover it along the way? What is your fashion story?
So there was this guy in my hometown called a.k.a. Fusu. He used to dress like a obi awotukwan abada, but he own two kwanda, just that because he was working at Kantamanto. Until now, or dress I copied some style from him. In those days, near dressy pimpinis, obetria bobo. The mission life no even though na me truck, but they be na me because we are na me truck no na e ben until they be na me no. So say me too kwan nam dem ko ball Nigeria for. And you and I know very well say when we talk about fashion, Nigeria for one of the best. And you know, I learned a lot from Nigerians. Even though I'm a life here, but me see I be from Nigeria for and I'm so called fashion school, Kakra. Na ni name me I said Nigeria for because they taught me how to dress and the labels, the name of the designers. So I'll give the credit to them.
Okay, so what inspires your different view of what style is? Because we both know that it's quite different from what the average Ghanaian is used to.
I love fashion so much. And see, I'm always on social media. I always go to style.com. Once one becomes a fashionista or a designer, you need to be creative because Adibia or out has to be unique. Don't copy people. Let them copy you because what it is in the system already. No, a idea will be a name say my t-shirt, my shirt, my suit. So when yours become different, a microphone follow more because your style no are unique.
All right, so talking about how different your style is, how much does it cost to look the way you do?
You know, fashion itself is expensive. Well, today I'm cool. Today I'm cool. I'm not that expensive today. This watch is a gift from my younger brother from UK. This is my cost. We are both so and a baby about £200. And this one is Gianni Versace. This one, Italian will call it acciaio. It doesn't change color. I bought this one for €320. And this one is just a normal ring. I am a fair because of the combination. You know, we aim it on 120. And I weigh Apple Watch. We so my bad boy be na October chair me. Then my top is Zara, my jeans is Zara, my shoe is Burberry, and my sunglasses is also Zara. So this one is not too expensive.
So when and why did you start dressing differently?
I started way back. I went to Europe 1994. So I started dressing like this, I think 1996, when I got to know the Nigerians. You see, even over there, I wasn't having a Ghanaian friends because Ghana focus too much.
Okay, so how much are the kilts alone? Are they tailor-made for you by yourself?
Yeah, the long one is made by myself. You can't get it from the market. That is why I've named it Phantom From, made by Osebo. The rare kente from Bonmire is what I'm going to use for Phantom From. And you know, kente is not cheap. When it comes to the normal one that I have on the mannequin, that one is made in the UK. 500 cedis for each.
So I've seen you in kaftans that look like dresses. Do you sew them yourself or someone does it for you? And how much does it cost?
Yes, I have a tailor who does it for me. It's my special tailor. I have about 4 of them. Fashion is what you buy and style is what you do with it. When everybody sews kaftan, they wear it up and down. I decided to make mine unique and different by wearing only the top and forget about the down. Just that mine is a bit longer than the normal size. So they call it dress, they call it maternity. But to me, it's one of my phantom from. That one, the up and down is 1,000 cedis. Why is 1,000? Because I use wool. 100% wool is what I use. Or I use linen sack, the most expensive material in the world. The material that when Jesus Christ was crucified, that is what they used to wrap him and buried him. So when we talk about linen, when you go to Italy, linen is one of the most expensive. Italy is where it is in the air for saying. That is why mine is a bit higher because of the materials. And also because of the buttons that I use. I use most expensive buttons for my clothing this thing. So it's not cheap. I don't like cheap things. Me and Kasa, I don't like cheap things.
Okay, would you say that your different outlook of what fashion is has influenced people's patronages of your service? And if it has it been in the positive aspect or in the negative aspect or both?
Positive. Positive in the sense that Walasi, I watched him when he went to the VGMA. He was wearing the phantom from, yeah, like let me say Nigerians will call it rapper with a suit. When I saw him, I was happy. I've seen somebody who is doing the same thing like mine. And a lot of people in Nigeria are doing the same thing. In fact, in Nigeria, it's very, very common. Let me say, I learned some from them from Nigeria, especially the Igbos. You see, that is fashion. When you see somebody copying your style, you become happy. Even though I've received so many insults.
How has social media impacted your fashion brand?
I like the way everything is moving on social media because it's like you doing a business without adverts or an advert. How will it move? So when I dress up in the morning, do you know what happens? People wake up early in the morning to come to social media and see the kind of dressing that I'm coming out with. The same people that are throwing insult at me are the same people who will be buying data and wait for me to see the kind of dress I will bring on social media. The more they talk about it, the more I get more followers. So I'm happy.
So a lot of Ghanaians have a lot to say about your style, and sometimes their comments aren't exactly pleasant. So how do you deal with the negative comments and the trolls that come your way on a daily basis?
You see, sometimes when you come to my DM, sometimes they also message me on my DM. And when it happened that way, I don't see anything. I just come back, check your this thing, and block you. So more insults to me is nothing. I know one day they will say, Osebo, why are there? They say, "Come on, take her." And they have me. Atumdidi no have me. Me will drive for no.
What is the largest collection of clothes you have?
I say we know go far by. I have a lot. I don't remember repeating one particular shirt twice a week. Like this one. I don't remember the last time I wore this. It's like 3 years now. And I always want to wear something new. Jeans, I have about 69. Watches, I think I have 26 or more. For suits and blazers, I have 39. Shoes, I have about 300 to 400. Belts, I have 38, if I'm right. Trainers, I have 15. Slippers, I don't too like slippers. So slippers, I have like 15 or maybe 12. And Papa's cap, I have 26. I can't count all of them. I have.
So what's that fashion item you will never leave home without?
My shades and my watch.
As a stylist, what's the hardest thing you cope with in dealing with clients?
You see, there are some people when you tell them what to do, they will not. It's because they don't know. So when you come to me as a fashionista, just obey me. I'll make sure you look good because it's a kind of publicity for myself. When it comes to Prince David Osei, when it comes, anything I ask him to take it, he will take it. Obrafour will do the same thing. Van Veka will do the same thing. But some people, when you give them, they will go and change it as if they know everything, but they don't know anything. If not, how can somebody do a video clip in a beach wearing jacket? So when it happens that way, I don't like to dress people like that. I want people, when I tell them to do this, do this, do this, they do that for me. So I find it difficult to work with people that they don't listen to me.
What's the fashion trend you hate the most?
None. They are all fashion and they are all designers and everybody has his own style.
What are some of the basic fashion items you think men should have in their closets and why?
Shoes, belts, watches. These three things are very, very important because your shoe speaks for you. It tells people the kind of person that you are. And your watch and your belt, before they even get closer and smell the kind of perfume you have on you. So the first three things is shoe, watch, and belts.
Is there any piece of clothing you don't think you would ever wear?
Me, as a fashionista, or like I said, fashion is madness. I can wear anything at all, except maybe I don't want to wear it. But if I want to wear it, so far as fashion is concerned, I can wear anything at all.
All right, so can you tell us about your new collection?
Yes, Osebos collection. Clothing line is coming soon. Phantom from Tintin, Phantom from Titia, the long sleeves, Africa wear, normal shades, everything. But I have to launch it after the COVID. I'll make sure I'm going to do it big and you'll be invited. And in fact, you are going to wear one of the Phantom from Titia. Everything is not going to be expensive because not everyone or anyone that can afford it. But we are going to use good materials. But like they said, iron fuchinie, ebi de be cheap. Materials in you are very, very expensive. Ebi a normal, a hot. People should expect it very, very, very soon. And it's going to be made in Ghana more. It's something that is going to be unique. Our tradition is so beautiful. When you are traveling outside and you wear kente and you dress like a king, when you get to the airport, do you know how many people give you respect? Because of the kente, that the respect is there.
Thank you so much, Osebo, for having the time, carving out time to have this interview with us. We're so grateful.
Thanks for having me, Don Papa Richie, on your show. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's episode. I had fun and I learned something new. I hope you also did as well. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment in the comment section about what you think about today's episode, and let us know the people you want us to interview next. Don't forget to share this video as well. See you next week.